We getting out there? Alright, so I know Facebook is working. Let's see what's happening in my YouTube world. Okay, so I seem to be getting out there. Oh, we'll give it a minute or two. You know what? Maybe I don't need that monitor or that camera, sorry. Let's see. Boom, I'll turn that one off. Shazam. Oh, kitty, you're a troublemaker. Bad cat. Bad cat. Oh, I am so worried about this. Is that showing up? That right there. Horrible sign. Ooh, good. I'm glad you got him there. Hi, Nathan. So, I'm going to show you what's in the box, and then I'm going to show you what's not in the box. By the way, don't ever wave a knife around. Very bad. But Rick is an adult. This is one of those sets that you didn't know you wanted until you saw it. We didn't get a lot of advance notice, and we were shocked when it was revealed. Even more shocked when Lego announced they were moving forward with the project. Hey Nathan, how'd you like The Mandalorian tonight? Good episode? I don't know if my audio's on. Should be on. Let me see. Where's my wave? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. There we go. I'm on now. Don't know if I was on before. Alright. Well, let's crack this open. Yeah, my software took a crap and died on me. And that's about as potty mouth as I'm going to get. Oh, yeah. It was pretty. I liked it. Good episode. Good episode. I'm going to rewatch them all once they're all done this season. Spend a Saturday and just plow through them. But I'll bet you guys can't guess what this is. But I'm really worried that it got really banged up because there's a heck of a mark in this box. And it turns out, which I didn't know when I ordered it, there was something tossed in, which I didn't notice until other guys had ordered it. And then I went back and checked my account a few hours later and saw that I did get, or at least it was listed that I was getting it. Oh, you know what? Okay, my prediction, you guys won't see her until the last episode of the season. That's my prediction. Only because they want that cliffhanger to bring you back. So, that's my prediction. And alright, so no one needs to see that. I got more, and I don't waste them. Those white sticker sheets are actually pretty good for stuff. Okay, so do you think my box got really badly damaged? Ooh, good sign. Bubble was on that side. Ooh, I kind of like how that glow just kind of came out. Ooh, very good sign. Very good sign. Oh, okay. Oh, it's bigger and heavier. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Oh my God, that is heavy. So, wow, it looked like that survived too. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this off now. Ooh. Boom, boom. Oh. Okay, first impressions. This thing feels very heavy. Now this was the bottom. Wow. Got lucky. Got lucky there. Because that was the wow, my colors are really funky. Wow, yeah, they're super bright. I'm not changing them. Maybe a little. Yes, you are live and you should not adjust your settings live. Two, three, four, five. Ooh, thank you for that. That's funny because I was positive I had adjusted this. Oh well, that's all I'm going to be able to do. Because anything else is going to crash. Boom. Yeah, look at that, eh? We got some official branding there. What else we got? So we got there's the back. Now, as everyone has seen by now, all the Russ's decals, the logos, decals, decal, lots of decals, big sheet. Because this is not based, wow, so it's, let's see, 18.5 inches long, 8.5 inches tall at the tallest point. Thank you for liking the stream. Zuff liked it too, thank you. When I turned on my software, I was barraged by about 10 minutes of likes and stuff. The software is funny. So, we got that. And apparently, this was a gift with purchase for the VIPs. You know, the paper thin. I can hold it to the light and see through it. I don't know if you guys can see through this. No, I guess not. They sleeve it in plastic. Thicker than poster paper. About the thinnest cardstock. Very thin cardstock. And the corners are okay. So it actually survived surprisingly well. When my wife received it, it's basically been sitting like this for days. Because I was hoping the other stuff was going to show. And I'm having some of the worst nightmares I've had in a long time with customs. So yeah, this is what I got to show you guys. Actually, it's not true. I do have something else. Let's see. So I got something for Nathan here that I'm going to send out. Actually, I'll tell you what. This one's mine. Dun, dun. There you go. So this is the first time me testing it out. There we go. Here, we'll even turn this around. Oh, that's a little too shiny on my head, eh? Alright, how about that? Wow, that's definitely weird. Yeah, so I hope he likes it. I'm going to send you guys one. Maybe two, but one for sure. And there's a couple other people who've been supporting the channel. Geez, can you guys even hear me through this? Wow, this thing is thicker than the one I wear for work. Do I have the one I wear for work handy? No. Wow, this is definitely got some stopping power. It's got the clip, bend around the nose. I'll have to use a mirror to make sure it's bending good, but so you get a good fit. Now green is probably going to come up invisible because of my green screening. So if there's some green on it, but otherwise I'll give away other ones. So the ones I'm touching here aren't the ones you're going to get. How about that? So we'll turn that over for white. So there we go. It is elastic. They aren't tie strings. I'm a fair sized guy, so they fit pretty good. So I figure I'm gonna give out a few of them, and then there's going to be some opportunities. I just got to confirm pricing for others. I know some people have already been pushing these, and wow, this actually fits pretty decent. I wonder what they're going to think if I show up at work with this. Because I've been wearing my black one for so long. That's not bad. Oh, no biggie. No biggie. You know, we're all just trying to get through these times, and I think that's kind of cool. I think it's just a shame, like I know locally I'm not going to be able to go to a Lego store with them. But stumbled upon the material a couple of weeks ago. Spoke to my seamstress, and all handmade, by the way. Made with love. There's at least two ply. I don't know if it's 3, but it's at least 2. I did not stitch these myself. I don't take credit for that. Only for pushing for it. But yeah, they all have the nice little bending strip. It's sitting really comfy. This is, I promise though, the only stream I'll have this on though. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to do it. Later on I'll have to get your address again because I don't know if I kept that handy. But yeah, they're pretty neat. Bunch more here. More to come. And there might even be a V2 or V3. I even got some ideas on how, they can be improved. Everything can be improved, right? But yeah, it kind of blows that this was the big set. Here, I'll put this away for now. This is hey, it's a nice set. 2,300 pieces. 2352. So this is a poster. Oh, okay, so they're showing the build. I was hoping this was an actual movie poster, but it's not. This is of the build, showing it out in the field of wheat. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, I wish there was figures. Well, you know, depending on the scale of the set, maybe some of the existing figures would fit nice. Not a perfect box, though. But it's not dinged up. It's not destroyed. I tell you, because that outer cardboard box, horrible. The Prairie Cowboys might have to make you up a care package, too. Ah! Well, wait until you get this first. Wait until you get this first. Oh. Yeah, sure, that gives me an idea. So yeah, wait. I'll put a smile on your face. How about that? Now this thing, I always like to do this. I'm settling all the Lego and then trying to figure out where, you know, because the book is always going to be big, so it's always going to be high on one side. Where does the Lego stop? That might be the book on that. Really? Okay, so it's very dense here. Very dense, very dense. That's hollow there. Okay, so I want to say, now I'm leaning it down. I want to say it's that solid. So if we say thirds, 1/3 empty, which is probably typical. And not for 1 minute do I believe that is for protection of the bricks, because we've seen tight sets. And yeah, typical Lego. Typical Lego. I'll tell you the truth though, as freebies go, I know some people like this stuff, but if you were to buy this in the store and you got this and they put it in the bag, you get home, this doesn't even look square anymore. It's going to get rounded or the corners get whatever. But if you can keep that neat, that's an interesting little piece, especially if you ever intend to sell it. Because even if you don't keep the box, you keep something like that and that's, oh look at that. The green disappears. It's really special. Really special. I'm going to keep this in the car. You know, I got the little Lego guys on the back, the Lego heads now. I'm going to hang that up in the car. That is pretty good. So what do you think to everyone else? I mean, you're getting yours. But what do you think of these going for like $5 a shot before postage? Think people be interested? There's a good side profile. You're just not seeing the greens. I'll tell you the truth, I thought they'd be bigger, and then I see how that design is actually really good. It keeps it really narrow. Close to the face when I'm talking. I don't think, and I could probably chew gum in this if I had to. In my case, biting on mints. I'm always got dollar store mints. I sneak them into work. They're in my pocket and all day. Yeah, I'm hoping. I know other people have been selling them, but I think I can work out a deal where I don't think I'll be selling them. I might direct people to the source just because A, I'm lazy, and B, there's no profit. No one's going to make any money on this at that price, but yeah, I think we can probably do them at $5 before shipping, and shipping would just be, you know, letter mail. That'll fit in an envelope pretty easily. There. I actually thought that was going to be black, but it's gray. Machine washable. Should be, actually, I'll have to watch that claim. I don't know yet. I will have to ask. But yeah, that's the plan. And I know I wanted to probably hook up Mr. Murray if he's in Canada. I'm not shipping anything for free outside of Canada anymore. Long story. Not doing it. But yeah, that Mando episode. Don't want to give too much away to anyone who hasn't watched it yet. Of course, it's only been out for what, half a day. Although I think 3 in the morning people were able to watch it because I started seeing live responses to it early AM overnight. You staying up to buy anything tonight? I'm thinking it, and I'll show you maybe what I'm going to do and why. You have to keep it under your hat though. Okay, so I've literally already put this in my cart. And I don't know if you can see that too well, but the Star Wars keychain is back. The Han Solo keychain. Now, if that's still there in a couple hours, that means you get the keychain, you get the Dickens book, and you get the teal brick. Now, while that's not the cheapest set I could get, the only other set that I wanted would have been the AT-AT, not currently available, or the Sith artwork, but that's only 150. And I wanted to cross that 200 mark. That one crosses 200, and I get 3 premium, let's say 2.5 premium gift with purchases, including that keychain. I got no interest in the keychain. That's something I could pawn off, recover some money. The teal brick, I don't have a lot of interest in, but since I have red ones, seems to be something that maybe I should hold on to. I don't know. Especially if all they're going to do is wash, rinse, repeat, and change the colors. And why did they go with the teal? I mean, what's wrong with the other primary colors? They gave us red to start. They couldn't just give us the blue next? Green? Black? I know a lot of people love to get the black brick. Hey, where's my daughter? Tara! Come here.
Oh wow, cool.
So had you seen these?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
It was a clear plastic bag.
Oh, no, I know, but you had... Cool,
I
eh?
was the one who put them on your desk.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Be gone, child. Let's see. See if my wife buys my Xmas present. Uh-oh. Why, she'll buy you a Lego? Oh, man, that's a keeper there. There's a strict rule in my house. She ain't gonna do it. And the worst part is, she doesn't know anything else that she can get me. Because what do? If I need something, I buy it. I was struggling with my 5, 6, 7-year-old Turtle Beach headset. It's been broken for 2 years now, but I still struggle with it because it's wireless and it's just getting more and more staticky and issues, and there's so much radio interference. And I wanted to pure Bluetooth. The base station does have Bluetooth, but it is still transferring over just regular 2.4 whatever garbage radio. The problem is with the Bluetooth base station. I'm convinced of that. Because if I use any other headset, the Bluetooth from the Samsung TV, it sounds beautiful. So I went on Amazon and figured, okay, I want something that's got cans so it goes over my ears to help with my hearing problems and to block out the other noise around me. So I don't hear what you guys hear around me. The doors open on the balcony because it's 17 degrees tonight. Beautiful in Toronto. I don't hear the cars or nothing you might be hearing. This blocks it out. It's not even noise canceling. Oh, hey, Chris. No, I don't got much to tempt you tonight, but actually, I got one of these for you, buddy. You got to message me on Facebook Messenger, and I'm going to send you one of these. Not this one, because I'm touching this one with bare hands, so you're not getting that. But I'm going to send you one of those, because when I did my contest, I noticed you were a pretty fair supporter of what I was doing and what I was trying to get done, and saw your name all over the place, so I want to send you one of those. It'll probably be in a Ziploc bag, but it won't be touched by my human hands. Yeah, it's just a little simple thing. But I figure, Lego people appreciate this stuff. Now, there's another guy I wanted to put on that hit list, and I haven't seen him yet. Oh, your stuff's coming up twice. Actually, that's weird. You're on Facebook, but everything you're typing, Chris, is coming up twice. Each line. That's so weird. I can't wait to listen to my audio afterwards. It's good. Oh no, did this come up with the wrong title again? It did. On Facebook it came up with the wrong title. That's awful. Does it let me change that? Look at that, it came up with the wrong title. Okay, this software is just brutal. I bet you it only changes the YouTube though. And of course that's not working either. That is... YouTube is wrong too? Now how can it be that both are wrong? Oh, the title. Yeah, no, I can see that it went out wrong. I'm trying to change it now and see if it can be... Supposedly I can change this on the fly. But I don't know. Okay, let's see. It says successfully updated. You'd have to refresh, I think. So when I do that... Oh, look at that. So I see it now. So the title should be correct now for you guys. Come on, let me see. Okay, it doesn't show the right one there. How about there? Oh, okay, perfect. Nice. Beautiful. I wonder, I wanted to get GTA bricks in. Let me see. We've already updated it. Close that. So apparently that's something I can update as I go. I don't have to stop and start if I wanted to get different things shown for you guys. For me, my recorded stuff, it's most important to have... Let's see, where's my finger? Right here. Because that shows up in my time lapses. So I want that to reflect whatever it is I'm really doing. So if I wanted to say, oh, I'm going to build this now, well, I could change this on the fly, I guess. Let me see something here. Let's see. Let's see if I could surprise him. On YouTube or Facebook. Let's see if we can get his attention. He follows me enough, he should have got notices, so. Okay. And I'm gonna do the, oh boy. Phew. Yeah, that's a mask, all right. Something else. Oh, wow. That is definitely a mask. Now it looks like, now if you get two of them, yeah, it's a bikini top. My friend has one at work, and when he wears it, I'm always picking on him, because when he's got his on, it looks like my underwear. And he didn't believe me. So what did? I undid my jeans. He stopped wearing that mask. Oh my goodness. Okay, I will have to individually check these. Da, 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 da. I will absolutely individually have to check these, and I'll use gloves to do them. She left the pen. Oh my goodness. Wow. Only live, see? That's why you gotta watch me live. You see? No time to edit this out. Oh my goodness. That is something. Yeah, I'll have to check the others. Yeah, yeah, big oops, eh? Oh, I got a response out of him. Alright, so who wants to lay odds? Is he going to show up on Facebook or is he going to show up on YouTube? Oh, there we go. Uh-oh. You got a massive... There we go. See, and it's all doubled on my end. So you got a massive lot. What'd you get a massive lot of, GTA Bricks? Thing is, we got about 30 seconds of lag before. Oh, yeah, Facebook. Oh, yeah. That doesn't count when you guys guess after he showed up. Because for me, it shows that your guesses are showing up after he showed up. Ooh, well, that's going to be a nice long night. Hey, GTA Bricks, I got a question for you. Did you order the Pick a Brick thing, you know, the Kickstarter, whatever it was, that GoFundMe kind of thing that we did about almost a year ago now? Mine should be here, I'm hoping, next week. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bin of figures and just feed them in and see if it can identify them. I don't have high hopes for it, but I did support the project and they did eat my money. So if it actually shows, no, you didn't. I mean, if it works, then everyone's going to want to buy these things because, you're going to put a minifigure in, or say the torso, and it's going to use this little camera, pop it up on your computer screen, give you the Bricklink number or whatever, and you'll find it. This is what we're hoping, that it's going to work as good as we've seen. It's also going to be supposedly good for taking, a brick, like that, and identifying it. So GTA, the reason I dragged you on is when I was running my little competition, your name was all over the place, and I wanted to give you a little token of my appreciation. I want to send you one of these, not this one. This one's mine, and one that I haven't touched, but I'm going to have to with latex gloves anyway. Just a little something, little brick-based mask. It's got a metal or plastic strip, fits over your nose. You're going to get a nice fit. I was wearing it for the 10 minutes before you showed up. Just message me on Facebook Messenger, and we'll do something about your address, and we'll get one sent off to you. Yeah, no biggie. Actually, I might even have another discussion with you. Maybe I don't want to be the one moving these, but maybe there's an opportunity for an enterprising bricklinker. I don't know. We can have that discussion, though, on Messenger after, or tomorrow. Tomorrow will be better. Yeah, that idea just came out of my head, though. Someone who would be good at disseminating the product, so to speak. Oh, open, build, repeat. Welcome to the stream. Nice, the Ecto. Yeah, I'm a big Ghostbusters fan. That's a no-brainer. Lego's kind of funny about giving you what you want before you even know that you want it. I don't know how stoked I am about the new movie that is and isn't happening anytime soon, but I feel bad for the world. But when I saw this, it's like, yeah, no-brainer. Didn't even care what the money was. Didn't even care what the part count was. They're going to do something. I mean, hey, I was a big fan of the idea set, so anything in a bigger scale with more detailing, like, this is right up my alley. Now, the nice thing about this is another excuse for me to build some of the car sets I got, including that Mack Truck Technic set. By the way, one of the best deals I ever got on a Technic set. Like, it was more than 50% off at Costco when I bought it. It's disappointing that there were no figures with it. I know they could have given us, a nice little line of figures, whether it was the classic figures or the new movie figures, something. Well, I am staying up late, and I'm going to try and get something. My first two choices are actually sold out, which are very disappointing. Yeah, it'd be kind of nice to go to the store here in Toronto, considering it's going to be the last 2 days we can go. We're being locked down as of Monday morning. No more Lego store. I mean, technically, I could probably still walk into the one in Vaughan Mills, because I think that one might be open after the lockdown. Whatever. I order everything online now. I don't even go to the store anymore. I'm done with that experience. The only reason for me to go to a Lego store was to pick up bricks, and if I can't fill my own cups, I don't want to go there. They don't need my money. A&A Hobbies. Oh my goodness. I'm glad I kept this thing going. Corey's in the house. Yeah, well, our premier Ford, we knew all week. And if you work for my company, we've known longer, because we're working hand in hand with the government right now. But as of like 12:01 in the morning on Monday, The restaurants are pretty much screwed. Hair salons, all the personal needs places, they're all screwed. Um, Shopping, dining, all that is all screwed. I mean, malls will be okay with the exterior entrance stores, and other ones inside it. Some of them are just going to suffer. Any store that's got its own storefront, they'll do okay as long as they got some way of taking a phone order or an internet order. But yeah, 28 at least 28 days of yuck, because we've been sitting at um, Toronto and the surrounding area. Well, actually, Ontario's been hitting 12 to 1400 a day for 2 weeks, pretty solid. And what's even more scary is Toronto being as big as we are, almost 3 million people. Peel region with half as many people have almost as many hits. If we're getting 400, they're getting that same number or slightly more. They kicked our butt actually every day except for 2 days in the last 2 weeks, I think. So it's not been fun out here, up here in Ontario and Canada. And as Maniac Ryan there, he's saying, Manitoba's getting their butts handed to them right now. And, they're using a lot of scare tactics, but it's a scary time. And they're threatening that we could end up, going from, 1,500 to 20,000 a day. And that's, and when we're testing only 40,000 in this province, if we hit 20, then that's 50% infection. That's kind of game over, scary. But I don't wish this on anybody. So yeah, GTA, you'll hit me up on Messenger at your convenience, and tomorrow, and we'll have that discussion, and we'll get you the Albrechts Counts masks. Wouldn't it be cool if I actually put my logo on there? That's got to be the next discussion. I don't think anyone wants to see my logo on the mask. Actually, it's probably not going to be a smart thing to do. Pretty cool mask, though. I tell you, this is a good one for the winter, because it feels like it's thicker and warmer than the washable cloth one I've been using. And now Corey's discovered that open build repeats on. That's it, game over. I'm assuming Corey's put away the little ones. Oh, I don't even want to discuss the deaths. It's just, don't even want to think about it. Horrible, horrible. I mean, it's natural for what this is, whether it's regular flu or this extreme stuff we're dealing with. I mean, that's just part of life, but don't wish it on anybody. I mean, and now the horrible side effect is anyone needing some elective surgeries now are being pushed either right off the table or right off the calendar. Oh, you feeling under the weather, A&A? Get yourself some orange juice and some vitamin C and vitamin D supplements. I mean, that's it. Get it. Even if you don't believe in the vitamins, bone up. I mean, it can't hurt you too much, right? You heard it here first. A&A's gone down with the flu. I should not laugh. I know it's terrifying. Because I tell you, in my warehouse, every time someone sneezes, it's like, a year ago, if you're on any public bus in any city in North America, someone coughs or sneezes really bad, you move away, right? 1 or 2 feet, and you do this, and if you got a jacket or hoodie, you do your thing, but you can only move a foot or two. But now, if you're in a workplace and someone goes, clears their throat, sniffles, you move like 8 feet away, and these are your friends sometimes, and it's like, man, I feel for us. This is just, but we don't want to talk about that. We gather, And we gather online because our love of this stuff, no matter how much it's costing us, we love this stuff. So Double A, what are you building this weekend? Should ask the same for Open Build Repeat. I want to say OBR, but my brain has a problem saying that. And should I be saying Irwin? I know I've heard that pop up. Are you okay with me saying that? Remind later. No, do not update my motherboard while I'm streaming. Oh, the NES Sunday. Nice. I'm nowhere near ready to build mine. I want to probably build them out as a theme. And if I do that, I'm gotta find like... Actually, I don't have the starter kit, and I decided I do want to get the stupid Mario to put on top. I don't have the starter kit. I mean, I got the harder to get expansion, you know, the special edition, but I don't have the starter kit. Waiting for a decent sale. Some Canadian Tires had it, but I wasn't willing to go to a Canadian Tire. I'm a lousy Canadian. I'm not willing to go to Canadian Tire. Oh, the Ecto is teasing you, is it? Well, you know, if you order, you probably will get this. Oh, and anyone who hasn't ordered or hasn't gotten a Star Wars Han Solo keychain and is interested in doing so, keep it under your hat. If you order tonight, a qualifying order, you will get the keychain. It's back on the Lego site. Just so you know. Because if I can manage to stay up for one more hour, I will be getting it. Because I actually didn't get the keychains. Okay, that's a lie. I didn't get it through a freebie. I got it through a tradesy. Mutually beneficial trade. Oh, is the Ecto back ordered? Oh man, see, you know what? Lego does this on purpose. Time and again, almost every time that they get a launch 1 or 2 weeks before a major event, and we think we're going to be able to wait to compile this with the sweeter pot, they take it, and I'm convinced it's not a stock issue. They just take it off the table. They just take it off the website. And then it's back up 2 weeks later and ships out within 3 days, you know? But, I mean, so GTA Bricks, so this thing says it's 18.5 inches long. Wow, let's see. What's that look like to me? Really? Oh, geez, this thing's almost to scale then on the art. Let's see. I mean, it's practically scale. I mean, this is skewed, of course, but 18.5 long. Wow. And so I don't have built stuff handy. That don't help anybody. I think they said it was 8.5 high. And about this high. That's a beast. That is going to be a beast. All my large cars are sitting on the floor. Hey, Ramona. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Double A, got a question for you. Is that you think that's worth $5? You take it easy, Double A. Get well. I got this image of Double A Corey there trying to build his Nintendo set. He's got a bottle of NyQuil or Vicks or whatever we love to drown our sorrows in, Thermometer in one in the side of his mouth. Ah, well, there's absolutely something to that. Some people taking advantage of it, especially if they're trying to profit from it. Actually, I had addressed Double A on that just because he's in Ottawa, and I was curious what his perspective on that was, GTA. But yeah, I'm just trying to gauge. I think people are just going to want it just to put it away somewhere, even if they don't want to wear it, just because it's an oddity. It's a little thing. Of course, it's not official. Nowhere on it is it stamped the Denmark company. I'll have to take a look at the larger bolt of material to see if someone has tried to lay a claim to it. It's got studs, but no imprints on the studs, so whoever made that print was smart enough to avoid that fiasco. Yeah, I know, especially, hey, you want to see my love of space Lego. So, I got it there on my watch. I loves me the space Lego. I think someone was asking in the last broadcast what's going to be my next Lego build. I think I gotta make it the space Lego stuff. I've been putting it off because I'm procrastinating on my mega videos. And yes, I got 300 sets now, or 250 of these sets to build. I wish they would bring it back unaltered or just slightly modernized. And I don't mean the city space sets, which are okay. I just like to see classic space. Blues, trans yellow, grays. If necessary, the whites. If necessary, the blacktron. But the blues and grays, that's my era. That's my jam. That's what I like to see come back. Because nothing else interests me like that does. I don't even remember where I put those now. Man, I'm such a bad collector. Yeah, that's it. Stick to the same. And that was the thing, eh? Early 80s, because that was my era. 82, 83, 84, 80. Actually, probably 1980 was my first exposure. Be real easy to tell. Let's see. Bricklink. I'm pretty sure it's 6971. Command base. Yeah. So what year was that? 1984. So those first two sets, 1984. Now, I had exposure to Lego before that, but those are the first two that my dad bought me, that I owned, blah, 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 blah. Fell in love with it. And I know my dad did too. He just thought that stuff was the jam. Take it easy, old. Take it easy, old, build, repeat. Open, build, repeat. Take it easy, Erwin. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't even promote or advertise. I didn't even put up pictures this week. This week was just brutal. Getting ready for the big Black Friday pushes. Yesterday we were 6 times our volume, and that was yesterday. Thank God I don't work today. But you have a good one. OBR. See, I have to think about saying that because I want to say something else. and it doesn't come out right. Oh, one more hour. One more hour. Are they asking me that question? I'm sorry, this is very rude of me. I just got dinged. Because this would be an awesome question if I could answer it. No, I don't wish it would keep playing when I'm out of it. YouTube keeps trying to get me to buy something. Yeah, old builder. It's easier to say too, I'll tell you the truth. I don't know. You could do that for your vintage segments. If you get, you get a particularly old one. Just a thought. It's all yours. I won't lay claim to it. It's not like when I saw Jazz with a blue studded background. And I go, oh man. I mean, I stole that fair and square from whoever posted it. But the guy who originally posted it didn't post it with open copyright. Someone else took it and then posted that copy with open copyright. So it's not actually open copyright. And now I notice he uses it as a background. So I stopped using it as a background. I just wasn't going to fight anyone over it. It wasn't worth the trouble. And I didn't use it often as a background. I just found it actually to be tacky. Tell you, this thing though is very tempting. I can't start it because at 2,300 plus pieces, I don't got enough hard drive space for the videos. And I still got to get more videos off. And I'm still trying to figure out the whole shorts video thing and how that works. I figured out the video's got to be upright and it's got to be 58 seconds because at 60, YouTube tends to add a few seconds. So, ooh, this is such a big set. Oh, I did get a little bit of crush damage. Did not notice that. Not a biggie. Because this box is still going in the trash. And getting some discussions on Jazz's and Double A's streams that I think Irwin's been on. The discussion of the box and the box opening. I think when I do build it, I need to do something horrific, I'm just afraid of puncturing a brick. I don't know if you guys know the history of Ghostbusters or of even the car. But Dan Aykroyd's got like producer and writer's credits, I think, for the original movie. His family is like, he's got 2 or 3 or 4 generations of funeral parlor shenanigans in his family. So he's always had at least a passing connection to the occult. Yeah, so Maniac, right now YouTube's been trying out something. They're basically trying to pick up the TikTok crowd. TikToks are, cell phone, 9:6 videos, but they're done in portrait orientation, which kind of YouTube has always kind of crapped on the last 6 years. Well, YouTube has been giving some preferential treatment to these videos that are in portrait mode that are less than 60 seconds, technically 58 seconds. So it's basically open season with everyone getting the same fair shake. You could have one subscriber put out a video and have, 500,000 views in 3 days, because on mobile, and seems to be only on mobile, if you're watching YouTube on mobile, it's being presented to you as an option to view these shorts on equal footing with someone who's got 1 million subs. So it's like a real neat opportunity. The problem is that there hasn't been any kind of serious turnover of this very temporary short viral video to picking up permanent subs that stick and that comment and watch and have viewing time. But, you know, any views are views. So we're all trying to get in on it. I had made my first one not knowing what the rules were. I just figured I'll just make a short video. Then I discovered what the rules were. That's what one I posted last night was, hoping it would gain some traction. Not yet, but apparently it can take as many as 5 days before it gets an uptick, and then once it gets that uptick, then it runs. We'll see. Either way, what I think I'm going to do ongoing is there'll be maybe just my time lapses, and I'll make sure time lapses are well below the 60-second threshold, and I'll just do a focal point to make sure that I always have the key stuff right in the center so it can be chopped up. I don't know. If it's too much trouble, it took me like 20 minutes to redo the one video, cut out 15 seconds, reorientate it, and figure out a way to make it somewhat presentable to use up most of a screen in portrait. So I don't know if it's something I'm going to want to do often, but it's an option. It's an option. I was thinking, I'm looking at the rust stickers on this set, and I know a lot of people are not putting the rust stickers on, but I think I got a strategy. I'm going to look at the manual online, see how many and which parts are stickered with the rust stickers, and maybe have them handy with aged parts even, and maybe put the stickers on aged part. I don't know. I just want to be able to have both. A clean looking car and a rust car from the new movie. Oh, you already got it all broken down, bagged and tagged. Very nice. That didn't take you long. Actually, there's not a lot. There's what, 1,000 pieces to that set? I saw someone who took 4 of those sets and made something pretty nice. Something that didn't look like a Toblerone chocolate bar piece, you know. Hey, Subraxis. I think I got that right. Welcome to the stream. We're just chilling, because unfortunately I only really had the one set to show off this week, which came with that, and then with a couple of my buds here, let them know that I'm handing out these to a handful of them. They can let me know what they think about them, and maybe we'll go into some small time production on them. Very dense little mask though. That's definitely heavier than the one I've been wearing for months. So Subraxis, are you building anything tonight, or are you taking anything apart? Doesn't have to be Lego. We're not a-holes here. Not everyone will admit it, but Lego isn't the end-all be-all. There are options other than these guys. I know they don't like me saying that, which is why I'll never apply for LAN. Actually, I shouldn't say that. There's a discussion going on about that. But anyway, that's for another day. I still got these silly ornaments handy. My wife's got to build all of this stuff out. That's all her. Oh, my daughter. I knew she forgot something. She packaged up the puzzle for my mom. That's okay. I will have to make sure that gets in now. Jesus, that won't stay anywhere, will it? Yeah, that should be the tagline at the top. You know. This is This is very bad. You're tempting me here. Where is my... Watch this. Is this gonna work? Well, we're not all Canadians. Well, probably right now we're all Canadians. I think the Yankees have left. Let's see. Oh my god. Oh, what am I doing? This is not good. This is not good. Is that this one? No. I did all of this, and where's that? Backgrounds, camera. Camera, no. I just saw it. Oh. For some reason, it's not refreshing right. Here we go. uh, yeah, if I wanted to put my face back on my profile, I kind of like having my cartoony one, my emoji one. I'm Czech, but I've lived in UK for the past 13 years. Well, that's awesome, man. That's got to be quite the culture shock. To move from Czech to Czechoslovakia. Oh, I'm messing that up. To the UK. I'm assuming it's pretty cool. Here, let's turn that off my stream. Alright. Boom. Actually, where you're from, they got a couple of interesting non-Lego brick companies there. I think Panlos comes from that part of the world, doesn't it? Because I've had a few sets from them. Because Lego's not your only option in Czech. I know that for a fact. And I'm still thinking of moving my monitor. It's going to be such a major headache if I do that. But it would stop me looking sideways. And I would stop having to flip my video, because my video is actually flipped. So that, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, my video shows up flipped. Because when I wear words, it comes up backwards. Oh, and this is one of my little lights, which I started using again, but I only use it for photography. Watch this. See how bright that is? And you're not even getting it full on. I do that to reduce some shadows. I can dim it too. There. Doesn't show the shades of the dim though. It's got like 10 shades. And actually they're neat. They even take batteries too. Really good photography. You can put them right on the camera. I've spent probably more on lights than some people have spent on Lego. I mean, even this, I got this. Will this show up here? Here we go. Look at that pot lamp. Look how big that thing is, and that's, a couple feet away from me here. Hoy. You know what? No one has liked the stream in a little while. Here, let's make Chris like it again. I get a kick out of that. I can go all the way back through the history if I really wanted to. Oh, how much time is left? Still got over 40 something minutes. Back orders on Ecto? Oh yeah. And next week is the Coliseum. That's a big question. Well, that's a good question, Chris. What do they think? I think my daughter doesn't care one way or the other as long as I don't embarrass her or her friends don't know. I don't know. And I mean, if I was a bigger streamer, maybe it'd be something to brag about. Because when I started this was nothing more, and frankly still is nothing more than a way for me to archive what I do with the bricks. Because I build, and then for a year or two they sit on display, and eventually I need the space. They come out of the cabinets, I break them down. Now I got a video representation, so I could go to someone, yeah, this is what I did, see? Look at the phone. My wife, on the other hand, I'm sure she thinks pain in the butt. But she's seen the growth. I've picked up 25% subscribers this year, and I've been doing this for 3 years or something, 4 years, I don't know. I've grown 4 Facebook groups, and they're growing pretty decently. I only had 1 before this year, and now I've got 4. Or is that 5? I can't remember now. But now I'm seeing natural growth where I don't even have to touch it, and every day they're growing on their own. So that's what you want, right? You want to get to a point where stuff's growing, even if you're not producing. Oh, BFAB. I'd have to go back. Oh my goodness. We want BFAB, huh? How far back do we have to go? How about... I think it's time BFAB subscribed again. Oh my god. Oh, Subrax is really awesome. I think basically I can go as far back as I've had this software installed, which isn't terribly long. Because I think that whole rage quit thing I did that one night where the software that I was using, which I'd been using for 2 years pretty seamlessly, took a crap and died after an update. And I tell you, so they have been in contact with me twice now, basically saying, please come back, please install the newest version or the newest point update on that 4 and to start broadcasting with their stuff again. And it's like, I liked your software, I really did, guys. I used it for 2 years, but you failed me miserably. Your customer support, not that you failed me with that. I begged and pleaded for you to give me an older copy that was still working. You did, and that was great. But it's very hard for me to want to go back when I'm using this, and this one seems to be doing most of what the old stuff was doing. Maybe not as seamlessly, but it's doing it. And it's got some features that the other one didn't. So it's hard to go back. I'm constantly accepting new members on your Facebook. Now, see, that's the thing. So, and I'm accepting on those groups, and I'm sitting there going, okay, this is pretty okay growth. You know, every day I'm accepting one or two or whatever it is, and it's like, this is cool. But then I forget, I got a couple of you guys moderating now, and you guys are accepting. Because when I go and look at the numbers, like, oh my God, didn't I just do a milestone post where for 200 or 300 or like whatever the numbers are for whatever group, and it's like, wow. And it just went up again. Like, it seems like the only time I post in some of the groups is when there's a milestone, because it's ratcheting upwards, and that's not a bad problem to have. I got some other ideas and projects that I'm going to spin off, and that was the whole idea of you bring all these under one umbrella. So you got Ulbricht's Count, and then all my groups are associated, and my name is plastered on these groups. And the idea is, if you like one thing I got going on, you're going to click on the others. I'm diversifying, right? So yeah, I got a few other things in the works. I'm trying to light a fire under, see if it's going to work. Throw it against a wall, see if it sticks. I'm constantly okay. I already read that. Best of Braxis, I appreciate you being a subscriber. Awesome. And I promise to do more actual videos, because I'm buying a lot less. I mean, I'll probably make a purchase tonight. There'll probably be a big brown purchase next week. You guys can guess which one that might be. And that's probably going to be it for a while. I mean, yes, I'll buy whatever UCS Star Wars comes out, sight unseen, I'll buy it. But definitely going to crank it back a bit. And I've got a significant amount of stuff to build. I mean, there's 5 or 6 He-Man sets, 6 Halo sets, 6 or so Game of Thrones sets, and these are just the mega ones I'm rattling off. 150-ish Star Wars sets, 10 Idea sets, 6 Overwatch sets that I see. The entire South Park wave from McFarlane Toys I gotta build out. And there's down here at least, 6 or 8 UCS sets. Not to mention the Ghosts and the 2 small ships. And here what I call gift with purchase alley, because it seems like everything there is a gift with purchase. And I really want to do this one, although I don't think it's treated as a set, right? That IKEA one. I don't think there's instructions to actually build anything. Could be mock challenge time when I do that one. Oh, and next week I'll have something to say about the giveaways and what has happened and what is and isn't happening in the future. That'll be part of story time next week. Not bringing it up this week because it's not done yet. Drama. Someone will have to remind me about that. I think I am going to build something tomorrow. Could be that classic space though, because it wouldn't take long. Those are small counts. Combined, both of those don't equal some of the small Star Wars sets. I mean, they're not terribly big builds. Centimeters, square centimeters, yeah, because of the big base plates, but not a lot to them. I don't know how we did it. We managed to squeeze out 1 hour and 20 minutes. And that was with me stalling the first 4. Oh, I don't think you do know what happened. uh, let's just say I'm very glad I have tracking. But anyways, yeah, there's some drama going on with that. Drama. I really need to get the Mandalorian brickheads. I keep looking at this, which of course isn't a Mandalorian brickhead. And it just makes me think of the Mandalorian brickhead. It's like, gotta do it. And I think the award for one of the most hideous looking brickheads for Star Wars, that Kylo Ren looks like garbage. There's a box that's seen better days. Definitely not the worst box I got in the collection. In regard to Halo, it seems to me that Mega Construx has been releasing fewer sets during the last 2 years or so than the past. Do you really think so? Because, like, the Infinite Wave, which is funny, Halo Infinite Wave, which doesn't even have a game to support it because the game was delayed, has, I want to say, 8 to 10 sets, including, you know, a $200 to $150 to $200, the big set. I mean, and that's just this year, this, you know, from midsummer to now. And then last year, I mean, I guess they trickled out last year. Forge Hog, Goliath set, and a few others. So maybe you're right. Definitely feels like there's a transition, but when there's not new games, you know, what can they produce? At least with the Halo Infinite game, they got some new branding, a new push, new support from Microsoft, and 343, and is Bungie even still a thing to pump out the merchandise? Yeah, but I see that brickhead set everywhere. Like, it's still common, and I might tack it onto my order tonight just to have and be done with it, because it's not like I want every brickhead set, but everyone likes Baby Yoda. None of us call it the child. I still got all these silly Chinese ones that come out 8 months before Lego did theirs. And it's kind of like a family. You know, the family of Yodas. Actually, green, that none of that's going to show up properly. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Concern of larger sets. Well, I mean, you did have that big drop ship. You've got, of course, the Warthog, and all the sets were dual builds, right? 2-in-1 builds. I think there was some very good value this year. I think it was probably one of the best Halo waves. I'm sure there's a lot of hardcore Mega fans and hardcore Halo fans who will dispute that, and they're probably right. I came into Mega chasing the Warthogs and Warthogs only, and only expanded from there. But I think it's been a pretty good wave. And I've been very tempted to get that big one, but I already collect way too much Mega. I want to get back to just doing, in the case of Halo, just the Warthogs. I'm guilty of owning 2 tanks now. But only because the first tank was dirt cheap and I couldn't say no. So I had to get the newest one, which had the multi-build. That's going to be a brutal one to film, because I'm going to try and do so many variations, I think. I'm looking up at it. That sword or the helmet is screaming to me, though. Those are 2 such nice... I mean, it goes to show you the sign that Mega Bloks has turned the corner on quality and interesting stuff. Because I mean, 10 years ago, if they'd built that sword, for one thing, the sword would break apart if you swung it around. It'd be trash. And everyone I've seen who's built the sword, they put on video, the swoosh is pretty good. And had they built the helmet 10 years ago, it would have been utter trash too. And I'm hoping it scales well to the Star Wars helmets, because when I eventually build all 5 Star Wars helmets, I don't have Iron Man, no intention unless it comes up dirt cheap. But I want to do the 3 regular wave helmets for Star Wars, the 2 limited edition ones I got, and then I want to put the Halo helmet beside it. But I only want to do that if it looks good. That's a good question. The Mega Star Trek license. Here's the thing. My understanding is, as of a year ago, they still had it because they were still pumping out the single figures, but with no sets. So I don't know if they're going to do something else. I mean, they did. Okay, trying not to trip over my own tongue. So they did the large scale Enterprise, the classic, right? They did the Klingon ship in a smaller scale. It would have been nice if they did it in the same scale. They did 2 or 3 of those play sets, and then the 2 or 3 individual figures. And I mean, there's so much potential with the Star Trek universe. Now, way back when in Pro Builder, they did a TNG Enterprise, which looked like garbage, I think, if I got that right. I know Creo, that's Hasbro, they've done a Star Trek ship or 2. But under Mega, yeah, I don't know if they're done deal or not, like if it's over. I think as long as Lego has Star Wars, you're never going to see Lego do Star Trek. That kills me. And I think the only time that changes is if Lego somehow does not work with Disney and Star Wars. And I can't see that ever happening. Lego's relationship with Disney is strong, with Star Wars is strong, and the fact that Disney now owns Star Wars, I can't see that ever changing no matter what. Ooh, really? You got rumors or confirmed photos or what new helmets? Now that I'm 3 deep into the regular wave, depending on the helmet, it's going to be very hard to say no. And does anyone want an IG-88 head or helmet? Because I do. I don't know why, but I do. And is there a world where an R2-D2 one would be okay? Or is that just going to be weird? I mean, we've already seen the Mandalorian with the speeder bike set photos, right? 75299 or something. And we know that's January 1st, which means there's actually a really good chance you'll find it in a Canadian Walmart or Toys R Us week of Christmas. Because without fail, every year, Lego's January 1st sets, at least 1 or 2 end up on the shelf. Because Walmart and Toys R Us are horrible at respecting street dates when they are printed on a box. And when they're not, it goes on the shelf anyway. So a Scout Trooper. Okay, I would like a Scout Trooper. A Probe Droid. Oh, as a helmet or as a build? I want a black Probe Droid like from Hoth, you know? The one with the octopus kind of tentacle things. I've seen some beautiful mocks, and I think I even seen one from China, the ripped off one on Rebrickable. I would love a good Probe Droid. That's what I mean by that. The one from Hoth, though. Not the torture droid. Creo and the Star Trek license from about 2012. Was it that far back? Okay, wow. Okay, so you educated me. It's just that I know that I've been this close to buying it on eBay. The horrible TNG Enterprise, I think it was. I think that's what I'm thinking of. Not a huge fan of Creo or Hasbro bricks, and I've built 2 sets with them so far. Interesting. You know, I am all bricks count, so I'm trying to be open-minded. I'm still trying to decide if I want to pick up the Mega Bloks Smurfs. You heard me. Mega Bloks Smurfs set. Specifically, probably the Papa Smurf set. And maybe the other one that's got like the girl. The blonde girl Smurf, whatever that was. The only problem is it seems to be such low build quality in the sense that, or build content. It's like a dozen giant pieces. Yes, they got studs on them, but there's nothing to build. For me, it's build value, not money value, build value. So when I see sets with the big numbers, that's build value in my book. I may hate it at the end, and that's okay, but it'll occupy time, you know. That's why, even though I hated that puzzle towards the end, you know what? That was 11 hours of my life for 25 bucks. When was the last time you spent 25 bucks on Lego and got 11 hours out of it? Never happened. Never happened. But I tell you, I totally misjudged the Lego puzzle I built last week. I believe that Lego Group could possibly have licenses for both at the same time, since they have both Marvel and DC. You know what, though? When they picked up the Marvel, they had Marvel, I think, before Disney had Marvel. And I really think in the case of the Marvel and DC licenses, Lego is able to say there's value to having both of your brick toys under us. Because there was Mega Bloks Marvel. I don't know if there's Mega Bloks DC, but there was Mega Bloks Marvel stuff before. There's value to having both universes in the same brick world. Because the kids think of it together. They do. And Star Trek and Star Wars are notorious. The fans are so... I mean, I love them both. I love Star Wars more, but the fan bases, they're so, you know, apples and windows kind of thinking people, you know, that I don't know. And I don't see the people at the top getting along enough, you know, between CBS, Viacom, with the very convoluted, by the way, the Star Trek stuff is the most complicated licenses out there. All you got to do is look at their TVs and movies, and the multiple universes they've put out at the same time is very complicated, those licenses. I don't believe you'll ever see both the Star Wars and Star Trek licenses under the same brick company at the same time. The only way I see it overlapping at all is one's on the way out and one's on the way in, which could very possibly be in the next year, if the rumors of the Star Wars license coming to an end. But that's just coming to an end. That doesn't mean it doesn't get renewed. It just means the current one might be coming to an end. Fanboys, watch the fight scene. It's one of the funniest scenes. I don't know if I have or I haven't. I've seen enough of watching the different fandoms go at each other and have arguments that are just epic and fights that are just epic. You know, it's like me, you know, picking, you know, who's better, Superman or Thor, or Superman or Hercules or whatever. And, you know, something, you can reason them out no matter which way you want. You can absolutely come up with winning positions for either. Oh, there was something on YouTube. Bat in the Sun. I haven't watched it in the longest time. And this was brilliant superhero, usually superhero versus superhero stuff. Okay. So, here it is on YouTube, guys. Bat in the Sun, one word, okay? 2.4 million subs. These guys used to produce a lot of content, like Wolverine versus Wonder Woman. 3 minutes of epic live action fighting stuff, and it was just brilliant. But here, I'll even put it in here. Library. Will my things show up here? No. I always find it funny that I can't get my own stuff to show up. Home. Here. They need to find a better way for me to get to my channel on mobile. Bat in the Sun on YouTube. Because that thing is just brilliant. Or can I, actually, this is my channel. Can I not just... No, don't do that. Share. Copy. See, they make it so convoluted. This should be easier. There. You click on that link on YouTube, and these guys have done so many beautiful videos. And what's great is the original content was they had a website or whatever. You'd vote on who should win in these. They put up to 2 characters, usually superheroes, but it could be anything. You know, it could be Dick Tracy versus Sherlock Holmes, whatever. They put up a poll. We choose who wins. They film it both ways. And they show you the second one later. And brilliant stuff. But they did some stuff like, I want to say Superman versus Darth Vader and some other content like that. Like, great, brilliant stuff. I don't know who was supporting them, but production values were also very high. The one they did with Wolverine and Wonder Woman, beautiful. Show, oh, I got a little crown when I post like that, huh? See, it's too bad I can't post it straight here. I had to go and fire up the phone. View your live stream in a web browser. Oh, you mean I could have just done that? Let's watch it all come to a crash now. If it crashes, it was a good time, guys. Yeah, but see, you're firing up the wrong one. I wanted to know the other one. You dum-dum. James Bond versus Predator. Is that a real one? Because if that's real, I'm going to have to go watch that. I'm sorry. Stud City. Oh my goodness. Only like an hour and 40 minutes too late, Studs. On probably one of my weakest episodes ever, where I had one set with the promo card that came with it to talk about it. But we got some grease out of talking about some masks I'm giving away to some people and maybe selling to others, but giving away a whole bunch of them tonight, so. Oh, so Braxis, you got me all turned on. The thing is, I haven't watched these guys in maybe a year, so I don't even know if they're still producing content. Actually, I guess during COVID they probably weren't. But the great little production company pumping out stuff, and what was neat was they would do their intros in comic book shops, so you had the whole comic book store background while they were talking. Great content though. So every argument you ever had as a kid, which superhero would win in a fight, it's like that was the basis for half their videos. It was brilliant stuff. Oh, I could turn. Let's see. We could turn that back on. Let's see. Oh, come on, refresh. See, there we go. Oh my God, you guys are evil. You tempt me into doing very bad things. And what's worse is that's probably going to end up as a screen, as my thumbnail or something. I better take that down. Let's see. There. I could just see it now, my YouTube thumbnail. Oh my God. So studs, what are you guys building tonight in Stud Manor? There you go. I just named your crib. It's Stud Manor. Quality content only here. Only at All Bricks Count. I should have that be a chaser. No a-holes here. Quality where quality counts, all bricks count. Something like that. And Chris, don't forget to hit me up tomorrow, because I won't look at it tonight, on Facebook Messenger, so I can get you that mask. Oh, there you go. Subscribe to All Bricks Count, because we're not a-holes here. That could be the whole new motto for all the Bricklink groups too, or Facebook groups. Actually, I had one guy, I was posting a link to Snups or something. Someone wanted to know how to visually track their toy collections or whatever. And it's like, well, hey, I'm always willing to promote Snups. So I said, here's the link to the website. You don't have to use an app if you don't want to. There's the website. Ideally, it's much better to have it on your phones. Get on iOS and Android. And then I showed a link to my stuff, because I figured, what better way to promote it than to show how I use it? 'Cause I use it every way possible. And then one prick who I'd never seen before in that particular group responds to me. Everyone else liked my thing, whatever, because I was responding to someone else. But one person had to respond, "You lost me at your motto." And I was thinking, oh, I posted my link to my thing. What was it they... And I don't even think they went as far as to even to click on my link. I think they just didn't like seeing All Bricks Count. Like, that was a mental block for them. Maybe they're Lego purists. I know somewhere else in the thread someone was trashing Mega, and I was listening to what they were saying, and I pretty much got my head around what they were saying. They were probably talking about either the loose Mega blocks they find in their bulk lots or mixed in with their legit sets they bought used. Legit Lego sets. Or they've encountered, and it could be both cases, but they've encountered the 10-year-old Mega blocks that we all hate. We all hate 10-year-old or even 15-year-old Mega blocks. Best blocks, Tyco blocks, all these other brands. But there's no comparing Mega blocks from a decade ago to Mega blocks today. And it could be very well argued that Mega blocks today can sit on any shelf in any collection with the Lego stuff, and in some cases can be superior. Can be. They definitely have done really great things with their figures that Lego can't touch. But it's apples and oranges, and one doesn't have to crap on the other. Oh my God, Ryan's going to use that from now on in the group. Oh, it's definitely golden. Well, if we ever get enough people in the group, in the chats, in the streams, and we got to set up moderation, and I'll just slap you with it, and we'll set up a Nightbot or whatever, and it'll just sit there, and it'll just every 5 minutes it'll spew out, no a-holes here, no a-holes here. Is Series 20 still available at retail? We fell behind. We are catching up. Harry Potter 2. I gotta believe it is still available. If you're willing to buy them open and already pre-checked, though, I would actually just suggest the three main Lego groups. Lego Collectors Canada, and I still mention them. It's not like I'm never going to mention them again just because they're the bigger group. Lego Club Canada, and actually Endless, Diane's group, because there's some people in that group who aren't in our other two groups, and they do a lot of minifigure runs for the CMFs at very reasonable prices. Like, you'll pay the retail plus, $5 plus shipping, maybe, and they can save you a lot of grief if you're trying to get the whole Series 20. Actually, aren't they still listed on Lego's site? That'll give you an idea if they're still retail available. Ooh, what refresh there and why? Don't know. No, I'm proud of the offerings from Mega these days. There's themes I've never touched. Assassin's Creed, I don't think I have a single one. I've bought some, but they were for trades or whatever. I don't have any. I know right now I don't. But and I would love to. I know there's stuff I want. I want the Aliens Queen. I don't have that. I want the Terminator Genesis crap. I assume. I don't know if that's available or not. I don't know if she's taking a break. I know it was very demoralizing when she was forced to more or less give up doing the raffles. Because her way of doing the raffles, while never as popular as, say, Rocky's, definitely a lot more transparent. Everyone was on equal footing, which I think a lot of people really liked. The buy-in is cheap. It was only $5, and you knew you had the exact same chance as everybody else, and it was very transparent because you knew who was in it. So, she had a different way of doing things, right or wrong. But the thing is, Lego coming down on her, I thought was ridiculous, making it very hard. I mean, you, me, any of us, we can go to Lego's website, we can buy something, and then we can tell them what address to send it to, and even what country to send it to. And they don't have a problem with it. But if she does it 3 times a month for 2 years, they don't like it. And they accuse her of whatever shenanigans, but it's horse crap is what it is. Oh, I tell you, the Masters of the Universe from Mega. I mean, it's one of the most anticipated themes I've got. Because I got Castle Grayskull, I got the Wind Raider, I got the Talon silly thing, I got Roton, the rotator thing, and I got the figure, one of the, the 5-pack figure pack things, and it's like, but the castle alone, period, end of, great. And I think they're going about the whole thing wrong. It should just be like Mattel's large figures. Pump out all those figures, lots of them, until they don't sell. Um, but I think right now, amongst these sets I've already got 6 versions of He-Man, and 3 of them are probably the exact same. But of course, you want a lot of He-Mans, you want a lot of Skeletors, so anyone buying has that opportunity to have the major goodie and the major baddie, right? But that Castle Grayskull is a thing of beauty. I mean, behind my big nasty wall of bricks behind me, because it's basically I produce a false wall that's 12 inches from the window. Well, between that, drop down is the Enterprise in a box, Infinity in a box, and Castle Grayskull in a box. Just because they don't fit anywhere, and they're still in the brown shipping boxes. So they don't look good on here, and they take up too much space. So I figured they're fine, they're safe, they're protected from the sun and moisture. Whoosh, drop them behind, no one sees them. Not building them anytime soon, although Castle Grayskull was supposed to start this month. I have a note on my phone that popped up, and I went, oh, I was supposed to start building that already. But I mean, I've only really just stopped the mega builds now on Call of Duty. Oh, is it almost time? Is it almost time? Okay, let's take a look here. Let's see how stupid I'm going to be. So when I refresh, now the good news is okay, so it's not just yet, but the good news is the keychain is still there. It's funny. I whined and bitched and complained that I don't want the keychain. I got no use for it. But when dumb luck, when I threw that one set in, because it would qualify for the other 2 gift with purchases, refreshing again, because I have the one set, the Tantive, and and that's the only thing in there, and that's enough, right? Because that's way over. But it's either this or buy the Sith set, the Sith art. And if I buy the Sith art, I have to buy maybe the Mandalorian set, which I want, but that's still only 120-ish, not 120-ish, 170-ish, sorry. I still got to put something else in there. So I got to put 3 sets in there. So I don't know. What I would want that I don't already own, that would put me over, that I give a crap about. I mean, that's tough. I mean, I do like, playing devil's advocate here. See, I do like a bunch of these brickheads, though. Goofy and Pluto and Donald, Frankenstein, although it's weird that they call the monster Frankenstein, right? That's kind of wrong, isn't it? I got the Nutcracker. Monkey King. Monkey King's not Christmas, though, right? That. Oh. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Now see, the Lego site's taking a long time to refresh. Lego weekend is here. Get double VIP points and exclusives. Okay, so I'm here. And now it says ending in 1 day, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Free Charles Dickens with 150, got it. And free Teal with a 200, got it. Okay. Maybe the problem is because I already got this thing in my cart. So let's toss this out. You don't have anything in your cart. Okay, so let's fix that. Like, what happens if I move that into my cart? What did that put in there? See, I put the keychain. Oh, hang on. Holiday deliveries may take longer than usual. Order gifts early. VIPs spend over $200 and get a free gift. I mean, so there's... Okay, so trash this. We're doing it live. Okay. We're forcing the massive refresh here. See, Lego's being slow. This is a mistake. I know it. I'm going to hate this. Move the cart. Added to bag. There we go, guys. So there's the triple. You get the brick, the chain, and the set. Come on. We've already got that in there. Come on. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I'm not going to try and do anything. Use the current. And that's approved. I agree. And Brian Johnson, thank you for the like. Why is that so small? Let's make that a little bigger. Yes, thank you, Brian. All right, guys. So, teal brick. Han Solo keychain and Charles Dickens tribute. How's that? You figure the brick I could do for $40. The keychain I could do for 40 to 80. Dickens for whatever. That's like half that set. Done. So now we know what we got for new bricks next week. Shazam. That's how you do it, guys. 3 gifts with purchases. On an okay set. Hey, Doom. Yep. Got the Ecto. That was something they slipped into the box. Fortunately, it didn't get destroyed. It looks like the movie poster, but it's the Lego build. Yeah, that was easy. And it didn't take a lot of ridiculous refreshing either. But you know what? This wasn't supposed to be a big deal. Next week, we don't know yet. We're going to know, I want to say Tuesday, what some of the cheap sets are going to be, because by then we'll have the leaks on what the sale items will be. I'm really hoping the AT-AT comes back in, and it's one of those ones, because the AT-AT was one, I mean, the Sith art is not going to be on sale. There's just no way. I wish it would be, but it's not. I could actually tell you what some of the ones that are going to be on sale are, 'cause some of them are just weak. And honestly, it's the weak ones that always seem to go on sale. If you look at Star Wars as a theme. Yeah, it's a shame that Lego logo's in there. You know what though? You could cut it right off the bottom and never miss it. Well, I'll tell you what will be on sale. Those silly brick sketches. They're going to be on sale for sure. And General Grievous' Starfighter. It's going to be on sale. No one's bought this thing. No one wants it because it's way overpriced. I mean, things that can be overpriced and get away with it are X-Wings and TIE Fighters. People buy those things. The Millennium Falcons, people buy those things. Some of these other things that are overpriced, people just won't touch. I expect the Y-Wing to go on sale again. And maybe even the Mandalorian AT-ST I expect to go on sale. Anakin's Jedi Interceptor, I expect that to go on sale for the Black Friday. Duel of Mustafar, I expect that to go on sale. And that's on top of the regular stuff that always goes, like the silly keychains and all that other crap, where they take $2 off the keychains. Ooh, that's one thing I didn't do. I didn't put my customary little keychain in there to make sure I get all of the thing. It's not going to be a problem, I'm sure. Those from the Star Wars themes, I think, are going on sale for sure. Unpopular, don't move. You got 24 of those reviews lined up now, and they're all already on YouTube and scheduled to come out. You've already uploaded them. Well, you just got them calendared. You've got them planned out on the calendar. Anybody know what the Han Solo keychain's going for these days? I could see me putting that up on eBay right away. It's nice too because I couldn't find anything I wanted to even try to get just that. But to get double VIP points, to get 3 gift with purchases, that Tantive was worth it at that point. Because it's not a horrible build, it's just not as good as the older build, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I saw your list, I think, that had the 8 videos. And it looks like they were all ready to go. And I guess you would schedule them and just let them come on out when they come out. See, in my case, I got 5 videos that are 50% complete. I have to do secondary filming for each one of them, which takes me an hour or two. But then it's the editing and cleaning up and speeding up and then a voiceover. My voiceover for a 10-minute video takes me an hour. If it goes that long, if it's 10 minutes. And it's actually hard because I'm having a hard time finding things to say about the Call of Duty sets. I love them. They're great, and I wish I discovered them sooner. And they're almost flawless, and the builds are good. And they make more sense than not. And I can't say that for a lot of stuff I build. When I'm building them, it's like, why did they do this? And it makes no sense at the end. And they could have done something better with less parts or more parts or whatever. That's a pretty cool set. I wonder what my family will think about that when they see that. Because that's something they'll recognize. We all know Ghostbusters. We're all Ghostbusters fans. I think I need to change my Friday night stream to something else. This way I'm not obligated to feel like I gotta buy something to have the stream. Because that's another problem too. I didn't even promote it this week because like, oh man, I only got the one that I really want to show off. Some of the stuff on the floor I don't want to talk about, and then the stuff that got stuck at customs is pissing me off. And then this other person who won my stuff is pissing me off. You know what? We're 2 hours in, 2:07. Oh, what? But Mega does not have the Call of Duty license any longer, right? You know what? I'm not so sure about that because someone told me, a few good sources told me that we're expecting something, because they're still pumping out figures, that they're pumping out something in midsummer. So I don't know. If that MCX guy on Twitter tells me that it's a done deal and the license is gone, I'll believe that because he seems to be the most reputable guy on all media. I'm hoping. There's still a few things I'd love to see come out under Call of Duty. Especially since I don't seem to be winning any more auctions or making any more deals with some of the, white whales that I'd still like to get my hands on. There's still about 3 or 4 sets, and I've kind of given up. Tell you what, hang on guys, let me grab a drink. That's half true. That became plan number 2, which turned out to be a really good idea, by the way. But I was dying for some more ginger ale. So, I was on Mega's website recently and did not see a single beep about Call of Duty there. However, I discovered that they make some Predator sets. Yeah, well, there's a Predator set. There's a Chopper set with a Predator and and the Schwarzenegger character, whatever. So but I've never seen them like anywhere official or anywhere where I can buy them. So I don't know what's going on. Don't have a clue. I jump back in. Shazam! So there really needs to be an audio effect, when I join a group and I go, Dutch, there you go. Thank you, Dutch. Get to the chopper. Okay, sorry, I won't do that again. I promise I won't ever do that impression again. Actually, we don't even have to call that an impression. I don't know what that was. Yeah, Arnie was Dutch. I tell you, to me, that was the golden age of movies for me. I mean, everything, because we were watching those on VHS, right? VHS tapes. And that whole process of, so in North America, Spraxis, you said you were in Czech, right? In the early 80s, early to late 80s, it was all VHS tapes. So if you wanted to watch it, you went to your corner video store, if you had a corner video store, and if not, you had a Blockbuster, or you had a 7-Eleven. At least for us here in Canada, that seems to be the trio, right? For me, at first, it was the corner video store, but most of those had some weird membership. Then I had 7-Eleven. So 7-Eleven was great from, like, say, 1989 to 1995 for videotapes. You'd go in there, get your Slurpee, get your hot dog, get a thing of popcorn, get whatever candy, and you go rent a videotape. They had one wall, maybe only as big as my desk, with 100 videotapes. Get to the chopper. Sorry, you made me do it. But those are great memories I had. Later, Blockbuster for us, which was nice but wasn't nice, because what they end up having was, like, the God honest truth, they only had like a slightly better selection than 7-Eleven used to, but then they would have 100 copies of each, and that would go for about 8 weeks after the movie was released, and then that would whittle down, and then whatever was the newest, latest, greatest, they'd have 100 copies of that. But although it was cool to buy tapes from Blockbuster, because you'd pick up those tapes that had already been used for about a year, but you get them for like $2, $3, cheap. Couldn't beat it for value, and they still played fine usually. Good memories. Very good memories of that. I'm glad you can't see that what I got here across the edge of my desk here, right here, is I edged it last week when I was doing the puzzle with this. So no puzzle pieces could leave the desk, because there's nothing worse than missing a puzzle piece. Get to the chopper. Oh my god, I don't know why I keep trying. It doesn't get better when I try. Oh, what's this? Oh yeah. My complimentary Amazon Lego. Amazon shipped it to us for free, because I don't apparently buy enough Lego from them already. They thought it was neat to try and get more out of me. Where'd Ryan go? Ryan, this is your midnight check-in. That was pretty good though. You get the teal brick. I got the keychain and I got Dickens. I only wanted Dickens. Everything else was gravy. See? Now Doom chimes in with Choppa. I think the scene I love most in that first Predator movie, he's all covered in the mud. He's, having his butt kicked. He's gone through the swamp and he's just laying there all stretched out, Got all the mud on him. Not even 100% covered. And somehow he's invisible. I guess it's thrown off the heat signature. I'm creeping in the shadows. I wish I understood what was going on with my software. Half of what you guys are saying is coming up doubled. But only there. I think some of you are doing it on purpose, though. We do not have the keychain here in the UK. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, see, this is weird. It's coming up double. I like Jesse Ventura with the Gatling gun. Oh, I know. A big bad boy, Good gun. And it's funny. So he does that movie, Jesse. He becomes good friends with Schwarzenegger. I mean, Jesse was already pretty famous. Becomes good friends with Schwarzenegger, and then he gets in on, was it The Running Man? I think Jesse was in on that one too. I can't remember. He did more than one movie with Schwarzenegger, though. But he thought he was bigger than he really was, I think Governor Ventura was a lot better than the actor Ventura. Yeah, and you know what, Doom? I had zero interest in the keychains. And every keychain I've ever gotten, I've given to my daughter. Because sometimes I order them to guarantee that I get the gift with purchase in case they miss it. Like if the primary purchase is back ordered or whatever, the gift with purchases will disappear. And then you got to fight with Lego to get something as compensation, right? But if you put something cheap in there, they'll ship out all the gifts with purchases with that cheap item. So I do a $5 keychain or less. I've gotten stuff for $1 off of the Lego site, and I've got my gift with purchases. So it's a gamble. Because let's say if one or more of those gifts aren't in there, then this is going to be the Mos Eisley set all over again, where I ordered it. I was in on the first 2 minutes. And the lightsaber was there. It was there the next 3 times I checked. And then 8 hours later or whatever, it wasn't there. And then I had to fight them for 2 days. And then when I finally, went through 2 tiers of their customer support and like a total of 2 hours on the phone between the conversations and being held on the phone, by the way. The conversations were probably only 10 minutes all in. I ended up getting it... $200 worth of points, which I had posted the screenshots of the before and after, which people thought was amazing. That I posted my points, the fact that I was on hold, the hours I was, the time I was on hold, and then at the end, I posted the updates on the points, and it's like $200 for not getting the gift with purchase, and refusing and canceling the Mos Eisley order. And having it bounce around all back, And then I used basically the money from that. I put that to one purchase, but where I was going to buy something anyway. So the money I saved, the $200, for half of that, I ended up getting the lightsaber thing anyway, less than half of that. So it's like I got the lightsaber gift with purchase for free. All it took was my time. Oh, he was in The Running Man. There you go. Actually, yeah, Ryan's our Schwarzenegger expert. But not my favorite Schwarzenegger movie, The Running Man. Not at all. Predator is up there. Of course, the Terminator. Oh my God, love Terminator. I can watch the first two Terminator movies. Whatever. As much as possible. Predator I can watch. The first Predator I can watch a lot of. The Danny Glover one, that's a lot harder to watch. At least it is for me. Mm. Tell you, when you got a headache, ginger ale is great. Especially if you mix it with your pain pills. See, I like Commando. I like Commando. What a weird thing. And it's only Facebook. So let me check something here. And nothing in Facebook, and then everything double over there. I can't win with this software. The software's so cool, but there's always some bug. Oh, the original True Lies. Now, they've been promising us a second True Lies. All the principals have signed and all that, and it's like, I mean, they're all ancient old people now. But I think we'd all still love it, you know. Heck, even put Tom Arnold back in it. And I got no problem watching the old people reprise their roles. As long as the stories are still good. Psh, who cares? I don't like when they do stuff like the Ghostbusters with ladies. You know, and it's not even that it was a horrible movie. And I know I get a lot of criticism for it because I don't think it was a horrible movie. I think if you called it anything else other than Ghostbusters, we would have loved it. But it just didn't have the attachment for us, you know. We wanted Ghostbusters, or we wanted Ghostbusters The Next Generation, but we wanted a direct and very linear attachment to the original and to the original characters. And the women weren't it. And just felt like they put women in those roles for the sake of just saying they have an all-women cast, and that's horrible. It doesn't matter how talented those women were, all great they're all funny people, and we love those women. They're all gone on to do some great things. Horrible movie, that one, though. I'm really hoping that when this one comes out, this what's this stupid thing on it? Afterlife. Did they not actually put Afterlife on here at all? No, they didn't. Even though it's the Afterlife model of the car, which varies slightly from the original. Ladder's on the other side, by the way. That's funny. I mean, they've gone so far as the GM official licensed product. They got that on the bottom of the box. And they don't have the movie logo. Or the movie branding. And they just go with the... Wow. Okay. But yeah, Tom Arnold was funny. Hey, I'm a Tom Arnold fan. And that was back in the days when he was married to Roseanne Barr. And that's when he was super annoying. Because then he was like Mr. Barr. You know what I mean? He didn't really come out of her shadows, which was funny because as far as I know, he had, you know, a decent comedy career before her. The Hollywood studios would not be brave enough to start something completely new with such a big budget. That's why they keep on recycling old and proven. Yeah, no, and that's it exactly. You take the exact same idea, call it something else with a new name without any lineage, and the movie studios will say, no, it can't possibly work. Then you say it's Ghostbusters. Oh, all right, yeah, we'll do it. We'll bankroll that for 200 million. Go for it. Yeah, it's horrible. I tell you, that's going to be the most interesting thing in the post-COVID world. We get through this, and we will eventually, right? The days of the big budget movies are gone. TV is going to be where it's at. The money's going to be on what content can you produce cheaper for people to watch at home on the small screen, on the streaming services. Because you're going to, the streaming services aren't going to want to pay and bankroll for large movie scale stuff, So you're going to see fewer and fewer big project stuff. Stuff that could be done on the cheap with less cameras, less people, less effects. That's where it's going to be. I'm convinced of that. Especially when I see today, I think it was, I don't know if it was Cineplex in Canada or the big chain in the States, but they just agreed to shorten the times that the theaters have the exclusivity on new releases. Well, yeah, because the movie chains, not movie chains, production studios all figured out in the last 8 months they can make money streaming and keep all of it or keep most of it, as opposed to do whatever splits they've been doing with the theater chains. So, and the theater chains know their days are numbered. Because even when this is all over, yes, some of us would love to see a real movie in a real theater. But that's not everybody. And then some of us are never going back to the real theater. They're paying $12 for popcorn, $8 for a pop this big, and to sit in, a $30 seat that's sticky. Some of us are never going back. And if Netflix keeps upping, the price on their thing, then some of us are going to have to decide, what do we want this month? Do we want Netflix, Disney, Amazon? I mean, I'm never getting rid of Amazon because I order from Amazon. So guess what? Amazon stays now, even though I don't watch it much. So maybe some months I'll have Disney, and maybe some months I'll have Netflix. I have them all. The only one I don't have right now is Apple. That's only because I gave my mom my Apple TV. There's definitely shows I want to watch on Apple, but not enough to get another Apple TV. And since they won't let me stream from this to the Samsung from the Apple app, as far as I know, for the movie stuff, it's not like I'm going to sit there, order it on this, or get the streaming service on this, and then watch it on my TV. Not without the Apple TV. I have Disney, Amazon, and Netflix, but only pay for the first two. How do you not pay for Netflix? Do you get that with your cable company out there for free? I know we had that in Toronto. One of our cable providers had a promotion, very short promotion, where Netflix was free for half a year. Oh, that's smart. That's what we did with the Netflix in the beginning. A bunch of people would share the Netflix accounts, but in the end, just ended up getting everyone their own. Pretty cool though, yeah. I mean, Amazon was a no-brainer because of how much I order, so getting the Prime just made sense, and then figuring out that, I could have Prime Video, why not? Of course, the only two things I really like on it was anything to do with Jason Bourne or Treadstone and the Grand Tour. Otherwise, I don't watch any movie. The interface on Prime is horrible. That totally needs to be redone. They got to steal or lift the Disney or the Netflix setup, because both of those are better. Yeah, I mean Disney being the least expensive. I mean Amazon I don't count anyway. Disney being the least expensive, but they have the least content too, right? It's just pretty much their stuff. And 80% of it we all grew up on. So there's a lot of new stuff I haven't seen there. There's a few things. I want to sit down with the Disney and watch all the Spider-Man animated cartoons over again from 1978 or whatever. They got that, I think. The Shoe Boys? I like the Show Boys. You mean The Boys? The one with the superheroes? If that's the one, that show is awesome. We just watched the second season. We plowed through it. Oh my god, that is something else. Of course, you can't really watch it with the little kids too much, but oh, that is a brilliant show. I don't know what they're going to do with season 3 now. I kind of suspected what they were doing with season 2 as they were going like, "Oh, really? This is where you're going with season 2? Okay." But now season 3, I don't know. Wow, I just realized we've been streaming the whole time on on the wireless again. I didn't even plug in the network. Wow, it goes to show you. Look at this. 0 drop frames. Everything's been super sweet. I'm dual broadcasting. I'm not even plugged in hardwired. And I'm not even killing the computer. That's pretty good. I didn't even notice the cable wasn't plugged in. Wow. Oh my god. Oh, you guys probably won't be able to see that. No, just shy. Just shy. Just shy. Wow. I'm going to have to make sure that's plugged in next time. I need to make that part of my pre-checklist for streaming. Oh my god. Ryan, I tell you. Now, I don't think that's one you're going to watch with the boy, but it's a good show. it's definitely adult aimed, but yeah. And yeah, in every way that's adult aimed. Don't have the boy watch that. I haven't streamed in a while on the main channel. Well, why not? What's stopping you? Are you finding you don't have time in the age of COVID? I got Lego on the floor. I mean, I guess that's probably not too shocking, but I do. I have Lego on the floor. Should not be there. Super adult. Oh, it's definitely super adult. I think the last couple of minutes of that second season was something else. Like, oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah, it's up there. I want Jack Ryan to come back. I like that show. I love all that John Clancy type stuff. The Jason Bourne, Jack Ryan, Treadstone, all that stuff. It's all good stuff. I definitely hope they give us a season 3 just to close it out. I don't want it to end where season 2 did. For Jack Ryan. And Treadstone. I mean, we've only gotten the one season of it. I guess I'll probably have to rewatch a couple episodes, put it back in my head, but I remember I liked it enough. Take it easy, Ryan. Yeah, I gotta come up with something to build. It'll probably be Classic Space. If not, maybe we'll start the ideas themes, and I'll make room for them tonight, because that's a lot of sets. Oh, Hunt for Red October. Oh my God. I mean, you can do no wrong. It's a Clancy movie. I mean, you got Sean Connery. I mean, in one of the better novels too, by the way, for Tom Clancy. Actually, I kind of had hoped they were going to redo it. I thought someone told me they were redoing that. Yes, the late. That was definitely one of those messages that when I got it on my phone, it was like, oh my God. And then it was like, I was waiting. I thought, oh, my mama's going to message me. Wherever she is in the world at that time, I figured she's going to stop and she can message me. And she didn't hear for hours and hours and hours. And I just knew that would be one because, I mean, we all love Sean from James Bond forward. You know, he could do no wrong. You know, he was pretty good at picking his roles and whatever he seemed to work on. You know, I forgive him for his Indiana Jones stuff, which to me I think is some of his worst stuff. I'm not the biggest fan of his Indiana Jones stuff, but still love the guy. But yeah, love Sir Sean Connery. He's not the only Bond guy I like, though. I know a lot of people are critical of Roger Moore. I like him. Oh, how could you have a blonde? Because he was Dirty Blonde in one of the movies. How could you have a blonde as James Bond? I don't know. I thought he was great. It's starting to make me think. I want a Moonraker set. Of course, I thought that when I built the Mega Constructs Odin Space Station. I thought, oh man, I want a Moonraker. Like my fly-ins at the top there. There's my Twitter. There's my Twitch that I stopped streaming to, although I could. Just sitting here going clickety click with my tape measure. It's a bad nervous habit. It's how I end up breaking most of them, just locking and unlocking. Locking and unlocking. I want someone to make a tape measure that doesn't break, because we all do it eventually and they all get curled up wrong or cockeyed or they get bent the wrong way. That guy will be a genius if he ever figures it out. Although, you know, you can use your apps now, eh? Do I have this set right? I mean, I thought this thing was brilliant. I mean, I'm basically outlining the box here. Well, clearly I've done this wrong, but 21 or 21 and a half inches, right? Oh, geez, that was nowhere close. That's horrible. It's almost 23 inches. I wonder if I did this again from here. That's definitely not terribly accurate, because I came up again with 21 and a half inches, at least from this distance anyway. Ooh, so do you like that set? I tell you, I've been very critical of that set. Not because it's all one color. There's plenty of sets that are mostly one color. Uh, when we heard they were making a James Bond car in Lego, that's not the car that came to my head. I wanted the white one, the sports car that turned into the submarine. That's the one I wanted. So I was disappointed out of the gate when it was the Aston Martin. So once I saw the Aston Martin, then it was real easy for me to start being critical. Oh, it's all one color. Oh, there's a lot of straight lines. They couldn't replicate curves well enough. Making me want to watch the film again. Hey, that's the thing. Talk about good film will do that to you. But yeah, that James Bond car, I don't have it. I bought it and I sold it and its gift with purchase separately and flipped that money into another purchase. I had no intention of keeping it. It was never intended to be something for the collection. It was never intended to be something for my builds. Yeah. So I can't really criticize it because I never got to really build it. Yeah, the green screen cut, man, the invisible cut. Although it goes to show you, if I was using, yeah, see, look at the color here. Now, if I were to adjust my settings anymore to make the cup disappear, something else behind me is going to get really bad. Really bad. I'm just seeing if I can create some bad artifacting. But it's still not as good as if I was using XSplit. If I use XSplit, their green screen adjustments with the exact same hardware cameras, right? That cup be perfectly invisible right now. That roll of tape, perfectly invisible right now. And there's your colors. Using the same setting, but on OBS, Streamlabs OBS here, it's simple enough to get going, but it's not professional enough. Now, if I just used OBS straight up, it's got a lot more under the hood, but then you've got to spend a lot more time tweaking. And I jumped on this because my XSplit, which I tweaked to death, was giving me all those horrible problems that one night a month and a half ago. But I am going to go back and try it. Think I will. I'm looking at 2 or 3 other pieces of software. Some of them would actually cost me more money. But if they give me more options. Like you're seeing a lot of people use StreamYards. Problem is StreamYards is garbage. I mean, it's handy and it's neat for bringing in multiple people. But here's the thing. I got multiple cameras, and yes, I could have multiple cameras in StreamYards. But when I play with the controls, the hardware controls for cameras is utter garbage. So unless you can tweak your cameras physically to get your optimal results, and they'll hold, your experience in StreamYards is cruddy. It really is. You don't have a lot of control. There's gimmicks to StreamYards that are cool, but you do not have a lot of control over your individual cameras, which is very hard if you're trying to do what I do with green screening or multiple cameras in the same composite image. You're not doing that in StreamYards. You're not doing it in Restream.io, which is basically the same thing but better. There's vMix. vMix is something else, but you're going to pay a lot more for it. But I'm playing with some options. But in many ways, it's just easier to stick with this or stick with XSplit, and then maybe use StreamYards for this kind of thing, where I might want to bring someone in to talk about this, and then use the software for when I'm building. Because I'm not building right now. This is kind of overkill for doing this. I do like putting myself with this setup, though. I mean, because it's kind of become my thing now, right? I'm the only one doing it in this way with this setup. And when I've had much bigger YouTube guys all compliment this, it's cool. Well, if you're out of here, Doom, you take it easy. I look forward to your next 41 videos. Oh my god. It only feels like 41 videos, right? But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You take it easy, buddy. Subraxis, if you're still around, I think we're going to close it down. I think I've squeezed just enough out of this one. I mean, we almost got 3 hours. That's a record for me. 3 hours out of one set. It seems like as I get less sets, we get more. And to everyone else who's still floating around, all 100 million of you in my stream channels. Oh my goodness. Tomorrow we'll probably build something. So keep an eye on Facebook, keep an eye on YouTube. And I mean, what time is it here now? 12:51, 12:56 in the morning, Saturday morning. I don't know. We'll do something. So Chris, remember, Facebook Messenger. Tomorrow you message me. All right? I mean, if you really have to, you could use something else, but $1 billion, 1 billion subscribers. Oh, that'd be something. The race to 1 billion. This is it. This is my race to 1 billion subscribers. Okay, we got like 615 so far, so we're doing good. 1 billion of us, yes. All right, guys, get some sleep, and we'll see what we're going to do tomorrow. It's going to be a surprise for both of us because I don't know what.